Welcome back to WDRB Mornings on your Friday. Norton Healthcare is building a state-of-the-art new pediatric care campus in Jeffersontown. Norton CEO Russ Cox is here with us this morning to talk all about it.
Yeah, Russ, so this plan, you're trying to get feedback from the community because it's not set in stone. You're still trying to figure out the design, but why do you want some feedback on this?
Well, healthcare is all about trust. And we believe that one of the ways that we can build trust is to listen. So it works so well for us at Norton West Louisville Hospital to go out into the community and have listening sessions. And we incorporated so many things from those listening sessions. Everything from the services offered there to the design of the building itself, not to mention the processes that we use. So there was so much wonderful information. It was such an engagement between community and organization that as we look at a pediatric facility, we really want to do the same thing, is to go out, but not just in the city. We want to go out in the region. Yeah. We want this to be a destination for people throughout this region to want to come to.
I wanted to ask you a little bit more about that too, because people who live along that 71 corridor a lot of times end up going to Cincinnati. I would imagine that this would be a popular alternative for that, right?
You're absolutely right. And not only do we want to keep everyone here, because we know for certain that outcomes are better closer to home. The more that we can involve the family in the overall plan of care, the better the outcomes are going to be. So we want to invert that. We don't want people leaving here. We want to be the place that people want to come to. We want Louisville, Kentucky to be known as the epicenter for pediatric care. And we've got 150 acres that sits perfectly clean right now. We have an opportunity to design it in a way that has never been done before in the country. And that's why we want folks' input.
Talk about that too, because you're keeping the downtown campus.
Absolutely.
This would be something very different though. It would provide services for families, and I mean, so it really would be like more of a campus style site.
Yeah, Lindsay, that's a really important point. We're growing, we're not moving.
Yeah.
For us to be that epicenter that I talk about, we need to grow. We need to have more locations. So absolutely, we think that there's a great opportunity to create a campus. And when you've got 150 acres, no one else in the country has that. For us to be able to say, what do we want to put on this campus? And it's not always just about clinical care. Sometimes it's about the support services for the families that have children that are receiving long-term care or have chronic conditions. Anything that we can do to support the families and the parents in such a way that they don't feel the stress of that other part of life, that they can focus on that child and his or her recovery.
The last time you and I saw each other was the opening of Norton West Hospital. So I want to ask you how that's going over there. How is the community receiving it, all of that?
Because we went and asked questions and listened, I believe that the community has really engaged with this facility. We're seeing about 60 people a day in that emergency department, which is just remarkable. And our whole intent with Norton West Louisville Hospital was to provide access to an area who hadn't had the access in over 150 years. So we've seen a real engagement with the hospital. We've seen people want to come there. We've seen people who haven't received health care in their entire life showing up here. So we believe that our theory was right, that if you do build permanence within a community, it will be adopted. If you do ask questions about what they'd like to have and how they'd like to get health care, they will in fact come.
The pediatric campus, you've got the listening session. It's coming up at,
Tuesday.
Tully on Tuesday. I think we've got some information we can put up there on your screen about the event. You can, scan your QR code there and you get all of it. And you can fill out the survey as well of what you'd like to see in terms of the design and even some of the services that are offered. Ross, thank you so much for coming in this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. I hope to see you on Tuesday at Tully.
Yeah.
We really do want your input.
Great.
Thank you.